Hey, we don't come again, no. So Nigerian podcast. We don't come for another banger episode.
Guys, this was be like I'm confused. What are you doing here?
You guys, exciting episode. Welcome to the So Nigerian podcast.
Yes, sir.
And today we have a very, very interesting guest. As always, we'll be bringing banger episodes.
Back
And this
to
one,
back.
everybody buys gadgets. Everybody has phones. Everybody has laptops. Everybody has Vision Pro. Everybody has...
I mean, let me just add before we go. Waiting Vision Pro.
No worry, you will get to it.
Oh, okay.
We have the CEO, founder, owner of Suraj Gadgets.
Please do the intros.
Introduce yourself. Because if I introduce you like this,
If you talk the wrong thing.
No. My full name is Lawal Suraj, and I'm the CEO of Suraj Store, not Suraj Gadget. But
Suraj Store.
Suraj
Yes.
Store, no vex. I don't talk the wrong thing already.
You see, I was telling you, calm down. Listen to this.
Sorry, Israel.
It goes.
What do you mean by this is what we're doing.
It goes.
And Damola is what we're doing now. Okay.
Yeah, so firstly, before we go on, we do something where we have a song that we sing, and that song is like a call to action. I don't say you're a business founder, like you're a CEO, so singing might not be your forte, but on this one,
And a soft boy, so he doesn't want to be, he can't be doing all those.
but you could do them.
So maybe let's switch it up.
As long as it's not called song.
No, that's Isaac's past. That's Isaac's past.
A crazy person.
But yeah, all you need to do is say Gigi.
Gigi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now. Have you subscribed?
Gigi.
Have you liked?
Gigi.
Have you commented?
Gigi.
Have you shared?
Gigi.
Have you bought your gadgets from Suraj Stores?
That's all.
Shout out. And then before we go, we also used to do our songs of the week. But, Nigeria, like, everywhere is dark time. So, I'm going to start. And recently, Nigeria has just been extra tough. So, I've been listening to Idris Abdulkarim, Nigeria Jaga Jaga. I've been listening to Idris Abdulkarim's Nigeria Jaga Jaga. And another song that I have been listening to, the other two that I've been listening to is Mobad, Belashmurda, Pariwo. And then lastly, I have been listening to Make You Feel My Love
Who's that?
by An Endless Ocean.
Is that gospel?
No, it's like, it's in between.
It's in between.
It's in between.
I always thought that guy was a
Because
gospel artist.
I want somebody to feel my love.
No, I see what you did there. If you're watching, catch yourself.
Yeah, but those are the songs that I've been listening to this past week. So, do you have any songs that you've listened to, Suraj?
The top 3 songs of the week.
5 a.m. in Toronto.
5 a.m. Drake.
That's Drake. Oh, nice one. And what's the next one?
I'm a big Rema fan.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say his album. That's his first album.
First album. That's
River and Roses.
River and Roses. Okay.
Wow.
So he has I think Divine and all those other songs. So nice. Any other?
Let's say Marvel or a salad.
Or a salad.
So,
Nice one.
For me, I've been on my Burna Boy wave lately. So, Waiting Man Go Do. I mean, I went back to his African Giant album. So, Waiting Man Go Do. Then the last song on the album, I can't remember, but the last song on the album, I can't look for it.
Back on it, or which one?
No. Let me just look at it right now. Yeah, spiritual. Then Another Story. So those are my top 3 songs. I've just been listening to Burna Boy this week. Yeah, Nigeria is tough now. So all those songs have now gyration song, that kind of thing.
Well, like, Nigeria tough, you gotta listen to Burna Boy. When you go enter Instagram, Twitter, you see him for club.
I guess that's why he's listening to the old Burna, not the
Not the new Burna, exactly. Now, do you like? Yeah, so
Nah. Well, you guys, one thing about everybody is that, like, everybody has been in a state where they want to change their phones, they want to buy their phone, they want to change their laptop, buy a laptop, looking for cheap, looking for easy route alternatives. Some of you have even been scammed.
looking for swap, looking for cheapest rates.
Cheapest rates and all those things. And so, I think you don't go Computer Village.
Bro, I can't lie. Especially since 2020, 2.
Yeah, do you know?
Yeah.
Do you used to remember? Do you never go to Alaba?
Yeah, I think Alaba was even like the popping place
Was
before
Alaba?
Coca Village.
Was Alaba before?
I actually started from Alaba.
Sure.
Serious?
Yes, so the thing is, I was schooling in Lasso.
Yeah.
So Alaba is closer to us.
Yeah.
My hostel then was at Franklas, and Franklas to Alaba is even trekkable.
So you be your job boy.
Basically.
Nice one. That's cool.
Because that year, I think to go and buy CD, anything that happens to you.
Yeah, for
Alaba.
music then it was Alaba. They used to distribute music in Alaba
Yeah.
back then. That was
before the streaming era. Yeah.
Before the
Apple
and
Music and
whatever.
Spotify. Yeah. So like, what drove you into the business?
Honestly,
Or how did you start basically?
Yes, I started 2019. So the thing is, normally I'm like how will I put myself? I used to like socialize a lot. So I used to have contact and all. I know a lot of people too. And the hostel I was then in school were a whole lot, like a family, do you get? So there's this friend of mine, he sells gadgets at Saka Tinubu.
That's on the island?
Yes, on the island.
Yeah.
His name is Wale. So he had this phone then, I think it was 7 Plus, and 7 Plus was a very hot phone then. So he gave me like a discount price to like post and sell. So I posted the phone and I sold the phone under 24 hours.
Sure.
Yes. I was like, wow, this is like a very good thing I can start. From there, I started going to Alaba. Started small. I think back then, when I used to sell phones, majority of people I had then as customers were people from my school. So there's a way I used to do it. I'll tell them free delivery and I'll put a charging cord for them. So that was how I started. Then 2020 came, lockdown. I had to travel to Ibadan. And I had friends then, 2 friends. They told me I should push my business on Twitter. I didn't listen. But then I started pushing my business on Twitter, like during that COVID time.
Okay.
And during that COVID time, people needed someone they trust to like deliver to them. I was in Ibadan during COVID, and I sold a lot of phones.
But how were you doing? Was there no like
So back then, I had someone in Lagos here. His name is Abuchi. He used to go and pick up from suppliers and deliver to the customers for me.
during
Yes,
lockdown?
during COVID, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
But like the trust though, like because
Yeah.
Yes. So exactly, the kind of person you are will speak for you. So people used to recommend me. People would tell them that they should not worry, they'll not run away with their money. So that was how I started business. So immediately I got back in 2020. The market was around, I think lockdown ended in May or thereabouts. So after my birthday, I came back to Lagos because there was this person I had in Computer Village then. He was like telling me that I should come back to Lagos, that he knows that I'm seeing profit, but I'm not seeing any of that. I'm too comfortable.
Yeah.
That I should come back to Lagos. Okay, I said, no problem. I came back to Lagos and I continued. I was still in school then. So I was juggling both. But being in Lagos made me see enough. And back then, there were not too many gadget vendors on Twitter. So it was I'll not say it was easy for me, but there's one thing they call consistency. So I was pushing, I kept on posting. I think why I had the help on Twitter was because I've been on Twitter before I started selling gadgets. So
yeah.
I had people that at least could help me retweet and you get. So I was having a lot of retweets. There was a time I was selling back to back brand new phones. Like market used to open like one day on, one day off. I think during COVID time, you can remember one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off for each market. So it was 2020, 2021 was very, very good for me, like for the market. I think those 2 years, they are very, very, they're like the best years for me in my business because it pushed me.
And that's crazy because most businesses like basically shut down during lockdown.
Yeah, actually. But for me, my business started during that time. So from 2019, 2020, 2021, those 3 years, it was very, very important for me.
And that's very interesting because I think one thing that you mentioned and that stuck with me was the trust, building trust because Nigerians, like, there's so many scam stories. There's so many situations where people try to buy gadgets and all these things and, different situations. So building that trust, and it's hard to trust. I'm sure there will be situations where people tell you, bring the phone first.
Yeah, so initially when I started the business in 2019, 20, let me just say 2020. I know I started 2019, but let's just say 2020 when I moved into it properly. Truly, I had customers that wanted payment or delivery. Let me give you an instance of one. Let me give you a sweet story. So 2020, I had the customer. She was trustworthy because someone from my department referred her to me. So they wanted to buy phones from me. I think that time it was iPhone, should be iPhone 11. That was the phone that was in vogue that time. So they wanted two, and they wanted white. And they said I should deliver to an hotel in Ikeja. I will not mention the name of the hotel. I was very, very scared. I was like, hotel, okay, hotel. So there's this friend of mine in Ikeja. That was the person I'm forever grateful for. So he followed me to the place that I want to like sell the phone to them because they were not willing to like pay. They wanted to see what they want before they pay. So we went there together. I was like, I thought, they know if you use the two of us. They know if you carry us go now, it's not possible. So we went there and the business went smoothly. But then I don't think after 2020 I've done payment on delivery. I don't do payment on delivery. It's not part of my business. It's very dangerous.
So what was that? What was the person's like? What was his mindset of okay? They didn't trust you or what? Or
yeah, actually they were like they don't trust this person. And I think their own excuse to them they were like their own vendor used to like give them the phone and they will pay later. And I was like, no, I won't do that. I think the price I gave them there was way better than the price of their former vendor. So that was the major reason why they wanted to like patronize me. Plus the girl that referred me to them was like their younger sister, and she was like pushing my business for them that buy from this guy. It's very, very reliable. So that was the main reason why I wanted to buy from it back then.
Bro, I've almost been scammed before.
Yeah, I know. People have their own stories, actually. But then, let me tell you the truth. The truth about gadgets business is that for me personally, not that I'm trying to brag, but then I'm at this place in gadget that once I give you my price and I believe it is too much for you, I don't have any reason to convince you. Because one thing I know is that you would always see a price that is lesser and you'd always see a price that is more than. But then, what I'm selling at the price I'm selling, I can vouch for it. And I know that if eventually you have any problem, I would like want to like see it out for you. As long as within that warranty time frame, I would definitely do something for you. Sometimes even if it's not during the warranty time, I'll like find a way to like, I mix humanity with my business. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that's the way I like run my business. So if you tell me you see it slower, I'll not mind. I'll just tell you that fine, no problem. Just make sure you are buying something that is good. Because one thing about Computer Village is that everybody's source is different. Some people get their own things at crazy rates, and some people get at, you understand? So you can't, and there's this thing in the market that we don't have uniform price. Everybody sells at the price they want. So you can't police people to what the price they'll sell. So if you sell at the lesser price, just make sure you're buying the good thing. That's what.
But sorry, what makes it, so for example now, like why is it like, for example, like the iPhone 17 is 1.5 million here, 1.7 million here, like what makes it?
Okay, so let me make example. For example now, for that part now, what I would say is that people's suppliers are different. Now, number one, to start with, price difference, region can be an example of the reason why phones are cheaper. Now, an eSIM phone is definitely going to be cheaper than physical SIM phone. So that one alone, it can make you see price difference of phones at different prices. Number two, you can't set rate of profits for vendors. Like, they will choose to set their own profits. For some vendors, they'll be like, I must sell at a very good price because I don't know when the next customer is coming. Do you get? But for some vendors, they'll be like, since I'm not the one using my money to buy this thing down, I can just choose to sell at any price. For some vendors, they might be in need of money urgently. So they don't even mind selling at their own cost price just to get that money back. Do you get? So that's the reason why you see different prices like that. That's how it is in Ikeja.
Obviously, you mentioned that you started from Alaba. How did you now move to Computer Village? Like, I always wonder anytime I go to Computer Village, how do people like, what's the process like to open a store in Computer Village?
The reason why I moved to Computer Village, it was quite easy. Even if it was you moved to Computer Village. Now, when you get to Alaba is well structured, but then, how will I put it? there are rumors. I'll not say it is true, but then let's just say, let me keep that part out. Or anyways,
Let us
This is a safe space.
no, I know it's a safe space. I'm just going to keep that part out.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then, let me just tell you the main reason. When you go to Computer Village and when you go to Alaba, you see the difference. The difference in the sense that in Alaba, majority of the things you see, like the used phone, when you see them, you know that it is somehow. But when you go to Computer Village, you know that, yes, these phones are these
Legit.
phones. You get. So the major source of phones, like when phones are coming in, they are coming in Keja first before you now say Alaba. Do you get? So when you want to buy phones, just know that Computer Village is number one. When you're now talking about TVs
Yeah,
and
and
several
other
other things,
electronics.
I know Alaba for that one. In fact, there are some laptops that you get in Alaba that I can give you assurance that yes, I know they will be definitely cheaper because in Alaba there's what we call tested and non-tested. So when they bring in goods in Alaba, let's say televisions, for example, I bought a television. Okay, in 2020, there was a friend of mine that needed a TV, a smart television. Nigeria sport. We bought a smart television, 43 inches LG for 32,000 naira.
30 as in 30.
32,000 naira.
Smart TV.
Yes, a smart TV. I'm very, very sure if I check through my Snapchat, I'll definitely see the TV there. But I don't want to stress myself. So we went to Alaba that day and we bought the TV for, I think we bought it for 28-ish or 23-ish, non-tested. We bought non-tested. But we had to like walk inside. That place is, Alaba is very, very big.
Yeah,
It's
Alaba
way,
is big.
way bigger than Ikeja.
Yeah.
Way bigger than Ikeja. So we had to like walk down because I had friends that like know people that know people that know people. So I had to like, they told me where I can see non-tested. So when I got there, I bought the TV. Then we just had to like prepare some few things. That's the meaning of non-tested. If not, they are selling to you as it is. So so I took that my friend with me that knows about television. I was like, this one is okay. Then all the repair cost like around like 8K or 7K. So I should know all the amount of the money we used to buy the TV was like 32,000. And up to today, that TV is still functioning well.
Till today?
Yes, till today, that TV is still functioning
But how much do you think
well.
that TV been like right now?
If you want to buy a used TV of that 43 inches now of LG, I'm pretty sure they'll be selling to you nothing less than like 100,000.
Jesus, from 32K. That's insane.
That's how Nigeria is right now.
That's insane.
I remember that time, even if anything sports like TV, freezer, and Alaba.
Things were actually way cheaper then. How much was... Okay, there was a time... What boosted... Yes, I can remember now. I think what boosted my sales a lot on Twitter then was... I took advantage of what people needed during COVID. People were stuck at home and they needed to play games. So what I was selling majorly then was PS3 and PS4. The reason why I didn't sell PS4 a lot then was because people were looking at the price, and me, I was looking at what my customers can afford, like what people on my timeline can like afford. And that was the time I knew that people don't really care about PS3. They'll buy. I think I was selling PS3 then for like 60-something thousand.
Wow.
Used with 2 pads, and it will come with loaded games.
Wow.
So then people were always buying, and I had like a supplier from Alaba. Whenever I need, I'll just call him. Oh, do 3 for me, do 4 for me. I'll send it out to several places in Nigeria.
And you trusted him like...
Yeah, I trusted
Wait, you were doing, in COVID, you were doing outside Lagos too?
Yes.
Damn.
GIG was working there.
Okay.
I've been using GIG since forever. So.
That's a very smart business move. Because I remember during COVID, I was always looking for like where to play games and all that.
Yeah, people actually bought games a lot in COVID. A lot. Because they were stuck at home, nothing to do. So they wanted to play games.
Yeah. So from there, you now like switched to...
Yeah, then I started moving. Then I think in 2021, okay, the thing about me is before I start selling something, I must like have like knowledge about it. Do you get? I don't like selling without having knowledge because I'm this kind of person. When you are asking me a question, I believe I should be able to like give you an answer, like a definite answer. Not that I'll tell you that it should be. Do you understand? So I wanted to start selling laptop in 2021. I've been selling laptops before, but majorly brand new MacBooks. So I wanted to move to UK used and like know about generations, how laptop works. That thing took me like, I think about a month because I was using Wikipedia, YouTube, everything. I I just kept on reading. Then in 2022, I wanted to move to iPads. Like I was telling myself, I told my friend then that my goal, if I start selling this iPad, in 2-3 years, I want to be like the top guy selling iPad in the market. And I'll tell you today that let's just say I've hit that limit already.
W.
So then I wanted to like start selling iPads, and iPad generation are crazy because it used to like make me run mad. I'll say iPad 8 gen, I'll say iPad Pro 4 gen. I didn't get to like understand it back then. So I told myself, okay, do you know what? Let me take my time. Let me just go home and read about this thing. So I just opened my Wikipedia. I started reading about it. Wikipedia, YouTube. So, and from there, I just got to know everything about the iPad. So.
But for your business, like, do you use the same supplier like across all your products?
No. It's not possible.
What's the base model for like importing phones and then selling everything? How does it happen? How does it work?
Now, let me explain it to you. For me, I'll speak from my own POV. Then I'll tell you how others work. Do you get?
Okay.
For me now, I'm not really a fan of... I sell phones, but... I'm not supposed to be saying it out loud, but then I sell used phones on... How will I put it? I sell used phone on request. Then brand new phones, there are times I have it, there are times I have to like collect from my friends and resell. Let me tell you one general rule about Ikeja. Mm-hmm. One general rule about Ikeja is that there is no supplier that has everything. It's not possible. There's always a time you'll be needing from every other person in the market. That's why it looks like a family. We have several other groups in Ikeja. A customer can walk into my office and I'll just tell you that, okay, I have it, sit, I'm coming.
Then you got
I'll outsource.
Yeah.
You get? That's the way it works in Ikeja. So for me, for used phones, the least used phone I sell right now of 2026 is XR. To avoid this thing, I like avoiding problems. There are some phones I choose not to sell personally as a vendor. 13 Pro
Are
Max.
you serious?
I've not sold those two phones in over 2-3 years. An iPhone X, I've not sold an iPhone X since 2021. One thing about me is once I do a business, I do it like 2-3 times and it is putting me at loss.
You don't touch it again. But what's the problem with 13 and 13 Pro?
Screen.
Always goes bad.
Nearly always for me. I guess maybe it's my head, sha. Nearly always. And do you know how you feel? I'm this kind of person, like, when customers are complaining to me, it's like, it touches me a lot. I think this is one of the reasons why, if you check through my Twitter, I have a clean slate. You can never ever see, like, someone calling me out, like, on Twitter. And I've been selling there for, like, 7 years now. So the thing is, once customer should buy a phone from you, and the customer is telling you, the screen is faulty, like, how would you feel? Do you get? So the best for me is just to avoid it. I'll just say that, no, I'm not selling. Someone called me this morning, said, I want to swap my 13 Pro to 15. I said, did I sell the 13 Pro? He said, no. If I had sold the phone to him, I would have swapped it and probably sell it inside the market. There are boys that will buy it. But I just told him that, if I didn't sell that, just to like move away from the phone, I just told him, if I didn't sell the phone to you, I'm not swapping it. And he said, okay, no problem. So that's the way it works for me.
I remember.
Then for several other people in the market, they sell the way they want to sell.
I remember early this year, I texted him. I wanted to switch my AirPods 4 I had a brand new AirPods 4, so I wanted to switch to the noise cancellation one. Then he asked me if he had bought it from him, now it would have been easier to do, do you understand? But he wasn't really sure. But mine, it came from abroad. I bought it at Amazon Black Friday, so I wanted to switch it, but he didn't trust
the source. Yes, that's another thing. I think if you can remember well, I told you that back then that I don't sell used AirPods. That's another rule for
only
me.
Brand new.
Yes, only brand new for
It was
AirPods.
brand new actually, but like
I don't sell used AirPods because one thing about AirPods, it's a very, very crazy market. It's one of the few things that almost ruined my market when I started. I had one stupid friend that gave me clone then, and I didn't know. And back then, it was not easy to detect.
There are so many fakes.
It was not easy. It was like they call them super clone. It was not easy to detect them then. So that was why I told myself from then that no. I'm no more selling this AirPod though. I will only be selling the brand new. Only brand new AirPods. So I just stopped selling used then. If you want to swap a used AirPods that I sold to you, I'll collect it. I'll just give it to my brothers. Okay, just post this and sell it. Then I'll sell the new one to them. That's if the price should favor the person.
Yeah.
If it doesn't favor, Bamba share. If you want to buy it, I'll try outlet from me. No problem, I'll sell.
Yeah.
So I just basically in my business, I just try to avoid problems, like having issues with customer. Even if I'm seeing well enough profits, I'll just try and I'll just tell you that I'm not doing. That's just where I am.
So it's best to avoid
Yes,
trouble.
it's best to avoid trouble than having the trouble, because by the time the trouble will come, all those profits you vomit everything. That's the crazy
But
part.
you have to
about our
cover. You have
business.
to cover the losses and all that.
Exactly. As a vendor, the number one thing that you should know is that in every business you do, just know that it is either you gain or you lose. That's the way it works. So anything I'm buying today, I'm always telling myself, you see this thing I'm buying, it is either I lose or I gain. There was a time in 2024, I brought in, I think, well over 80 pieces of Samsung tabs. And as of then, I'll tell you the cost price. As of then, I bought those Samsung tabs for, I think I bought it for 350,000. And as of then, I was selling it, I think, to end users. I was selling, the price you sell to end users and price you sell inside the market is different. So as of then, I was selling it like 450K or 430K, depending on what I'm selling to or my mood. Sometimes I sell with mood. So what if I tell you that I still have well over 12 or 15 pieces of that tab
Till
date?
now?
Yes. And now I'm selling that tab for 280,000.
And Naira has even dropped between that time again. So
Exactly.
the loss is insane.
So that's just the way the business works.
That's crazy.
I was gonna ask a question about like inconsistent pricing, because I remember the time, I think when I wanted to buy my phone is like it's 3 years old now. My phone is 3 years old now. It was 14 Pro then. And that time, I think that was like one of the years where dollars was fluctuating with Naira.
Yeah.
So it was 2023, I think. Yeah, 2023. So I think as at that time, yeah, I want to buy this month, dollars will rise. I'll be waiting next month. Pricing will just be. So me and the guy that sold it to me too, I just be, guys, the price don't drop.
Oh, you're always texting it.
I was just be looking like when he posts like Jonathan, and it was in the inconsistency with Naira at that time. That was when Naira skyrocketed. They reached like 700, 800.
Yeah.
It was at that time.
Yeah.
So how is it like?
It really affected me in the sense that I think that's one of the major reasons why my Twitter, I don't really post prices anymore. Because normally, there's a way I do it. I post my price list always from 2021. Then I had to stop in 2024. Now, the reason why I had to stop is because of the inconsistent price. As I'm speaking to you today, I can sell 17 Pro Max for like 2,150,000, 2.2 million, depending on color and the likes. But then you will not believe, you can come to me next week and the price would have changed. So now the reason why I had to stop posting prices on Twitter is because the prices change like rapidly. One thing can just lead to another thing that can just lead to another thing. Recently, prices of phones went up because of this war in US, and so major places where we get phone from, they had to like shut it down, so phones couldn't
Come in.
again. So what happened? Price of phone had to go. But the real problem we have about this thing is that customers don't understand all these.
Yeah, they will just be like,
they'll be like, it's not that they don't understand. They'll be like, you gave me this price, why are you changing the price? You don't understand? They'll go to another person.
But sometimes it can be like a day, like a day change.
It can be within hours.
Yeah.
You are talking about a day. A day is too far. It can be within hours. Okay, let me give you an example. I think 4 days ago, sometimes if it's not even about maybe dollar or anything, sometimes scarcity can bring about increase in price. Do you get? I had laptops. I had a MacBook Air 13 inches, 16 gig, 256 around that price. That spec. I had, I think, like 3 on last week. I was selling to my friends in the market. Let me just give an example of the price I was selling. I was selling like, maybe let's say I was selling like 900. Do you get? Then I was like, people are rushing me. What's happening? So I just had to like check around. I was like, this laptop is already scarce. I sold the last one for like 1,000. I added extra 100K on it. Because now, let me tell you the problem. If you don't add 100K, because people will tell you that it is, what's it called? What's the major greediness? No, it's not greediness, business. Because let me explain it to you. Now, when I needed that laptop, I bought it 150k more than the 100k that I sold it for. Because you will not see anymore. That particular laptop I'm telling you about now is still scarce in the market right now. So scarcity brings about increasing price. Now, another thing is there are some phones that, because of people barely request for them, they are cheap. And they are not supposed to be cheap. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? The demand for those phones are low. So prices, any vendor will want to like...
Let it go,
sell it off, let it go. So that's another thing that happens in the market. There are some things that they are good. For example, silver color of the 17 Pro Max. No, don't worry. No vendor will sell it to you at a stupid price.
Because it's scarce.
Yes, it's very, very scarce. But you see that orange? No. Everybody.
Let it go.
So just sell it anyhow.
Bro. Something you mentioned about having like groups and like friend, like your other plugs in the market.
Yes.
Because I remember when there's like my plug for gadgets, basically, like he was my guy in school, and Smash. And
Smash,
David Smash.
Okay.
So anytime I go to his store, like they're always like 15 inside. You get a lot of playing game and gisting. If somebody comes and says, "Oh, I want to buy this thing," guy, you get them. And like that's basically how they say what you get. But they all have like their different businesses. Do you get? It's just that like you said, you need that togetherness because your plug, you have to like basically have somebody that has that thing. Do you get? So it's more or less like they have everything. Do you get? But just different stores. So it's just very important. So is that exactly how you run your own stuff too?
Yes, for me, I can't count. But then my store is my store.
Your own store.
But I have people using my store as their address. Yes, that's how it works. Yes, that's how it works. There's always one owner or maybe co-owners, but there are like several other people running. That was where I started. Also, I was under someone. Like I was in someone's office as my own address. Yes, until I think my first office. I rented my first office space in 2022, May 2022.
So one thing that I've expressed in myself, Jonas, I think I went to Computer Village. When was it? Last year or so? And I saw they were beating somebody. I think he stole or something. I can't remember. I did not even stand there to know someone to know what happened. But essentially, like I just wonder what are the crazy things that you have seen that's happened in the Computer Village.
Should I say?
In fact, mention everything. Let's know how the crazy.
I'm not even trying to hold anything, but for me personally, I'll not say my security has been tight in my office, but then we do our due diligence. But then I've been lucky. I'll just say I've been lucky. That's what I would say. I've been lucky. But then what I've experienced in Ikeja, thieves, at least I had a friend, I think last year, in 2023, a friend of mine did. What made me? I didn't even tell you the part that made me stop payment on delivery permanently. That I even like stopped considering it at all. There was a friend of mine I had. Then she sent out 2 phones to the guys on the island, and they ran away with the 2 phones.
What?
And they didn't pay for it. I was like, phones worth over like 2.7. I think I posted it on Twitter at that time. I think last year, my friend, I don't know how they did it, because according to him, the office was locked. The guys had like an extra key. They opened it and they took phones. But he didn't see face because his what's it called? The CCTV is connected to his battery, his tubular battery. So he could see them taking the phones, but he could not see their face. It was more like they knew where
the cameras were.
So the thing about thieves is that they would have studied everything about your office. They'll be like, this is how it works with them. This is why I have my own ways in my office to just keep everything safe. I change my locks like from time to time.
Steady.
Yes, time to time.
Have you ever caught a thief red-handed?
No, not. That's what I'm saying. That I've been lucky. Like now, I can just. And the thing is about me is that I do it in a way that even my secretary will not even know the time I'm changing my locks. Do you get it? Not even my brother will know the time I'm changing my locks. I can just be like, let's change the locks today. So I'll just change the locks. So that's why I do it. And I'm not, in my office, I do it in a way that you don't know the time I'll be going to work. You can never know. I can decide to go 9 a.m. I can decide to go 10 a.m. I can decide to go by 11. I can just decide to go by 2. You can never know the time. So I work in a way that I don't want you to know what I'm doing. Like you outsiders, but people like that are very, very close to me, you can possibly know, maybe if you call me or all those kind of things. But you that are an outsider or thieves down to, no, you can't know. You can't know. I won't let you know.
But are there so for me now I've been scammed. Okay, I wasn't scammed, I was almost scammed. I was about to send money to the person. Then something just told me to like do deep search, right? So I searched his name on Twitter because it was IG. So I saw an ad on IG for a particular phone, right? So I responded, and the guy was like, "Oh, he's in Badagry, right? That he will send the phone over to me." So I'm like, "Okay, you should snap the phones and send to me. Like, you should snap the phone, sorry, and send to me." But he was like, "I should just send the money. I should pay. That when I pay first, so they call them deposits. That when I make deposits, he will snap the phones and send to me." I'm like, "Just snap it and send to me. Like, it won't cost you anything." Then the guy said that I should just if I'm not ready, that I should go away. So I just went to Twitter because of that thing. I went to Twitter to search for him, and I saw people calling him out to do it. So I didn't go ahead to do that business. But I nearly almost sent him that deposit. That deposit was like 150. I nearly almost sent him that deposit, and then I realized it was a scam. So like, are there things that like for end users to look out for, right? Before like getting into trouble like that.
Yes, it's very, very easy. This 2026, don't let us lie to ourselves. The truth about buying gadgets is very, very simple. There's no way, I don't think there's no way you don't have more than 5 contacts of people that you know that they sell gadget on your phone.
I have.
And the same goes to you.
Yeah.
And the same goes to him, goes to her. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So the truth about it is, Nigerians I don't want to say Nigerians are greedy, but let me just use the word people are greedy. Because the thing is, you already know the price of what they sell something for, but you just want a lesser price. Do you get? Which I don't blame you for, or which I don't blame them for. So basically, the only way to avoid such stories or such scenarios is just patronize the vendor you trust. Honestly. There's no need. Let me tell you, I have a friend of mine. I'm not supposed to be like saying it though, but I'm just telling you how it works with him. If I tell him something is for 1 million, jokingly, like I show him that something is for 1 million, and another person is sitting by his side, tell him that it's for 300K, I swear to God, he's not going to buy from that person.
He'll go for the one.
Yes, he's going to tell you that if I buy 300 from you, I don't know you. But him, if I buy 1 million from me, if he spoil it today like this, I know say he will give me another one. So he just doesn't want that wahala. He's not even going to stress himself. So no matter what you tell him, he already has it in his head that no, I'm not patronizing another person. So that's what I'm just trying to say, that once you already have a vendor that is doing you well, and the vendor is stable, and you can see consistency, you can see growth in the person's business, just stick to that vendor. There's no need for trying to look for good price, all those things. That's what's going to lead you to like getting scammed and all. And you're very lucky because, let me tell you another thing, it's because you've not experienced GG scam before. If you've experienced GG scam, that person would have scammed you neatly, in the sense that you would have collected, the way they do the GG scam is, the person scamming you is texting another vendor, a real vendor. He's going to collect pictures from the real vendor, send to you, collect money from you, and block the two of you.
Third party scamming.
That's third party. It happened recently, like, I think 2 weeks ago. One of my resellers, it happened to him, S25 Ultra. So he gave that one a price. He gave the lady a price. Funny how it was even a lady that was texting him. He gave the lady, he wasn't even speaking to her on phone. He gave the lady a price. She gave another guy a price. Funny how the other guy, that one was even, he's not even in Nigeria. That one, I think it's from Zimbabwe. So he gave that one another price. He said, she told that's my own reseller that, she told him that they would pay 1-2 to her, that she's completing the payment of the phone, then she will send the full money to him. Immediately, they sent the money to her. She blocked the two of them.
What? Bro, that's insane.
And that's not going to be their first person.
No, never ever. It has almost happened in my office before. I think the guy, that was in 2023. The guy came to buy a phone from me. So he wanted to buy an iPhone XR. He said his brother. Funny how, when he was saying that his brother, I was already noticing that this thing is not. This guy is not saying the brother very well. What I did, I was like, your brother, okay, fine, but this is the price of the phone. I told him the price of the phone. funny how he has been texting that person that they are changing the price. That one was telling you that don't worry, you just send the money to me. That's Nigerians are actually gullible, actually.
Yeah,
very, very
extremely.
gullible. What helped him? Half, not fully. He had bank, what's it called? Restriction, bank limit.
Yeah, limit.
So he sent 90K to the person. I think the phone I wanted to buy them was 250. So he sent 90K to the person. When he sent the 90K, he was like, he has sent 90K to his brother. His brother is going to let me know now. I was like, wait, who did you send money to? Let me see your phone. I was not like, you are in my office. And I have this stand in my office that where you can see account numbers of where you have to send money. So I said, you are in my office. You are sending money to another person. In fact, I had another customer that was in the office that day. The lady said, sir, Emma Bino. She says in Yoruba, Emma Bino go. Like, it was a very, very... That day, I was just laughing in my head. Look at this guy. So he wanted to cause chaos.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything because I know that there's nothing he wants to fight for. This is all of my guy in the office. That one went to Lasso together. Now he's selling gadgets, so he's with me. That one's like, oh boy, you sure okay, sha. That one just spark. And that one, he barely, people that barely get annoyed, the time that they will get annoyed, you'll not be able to.
The extreme.
The way he shouted at that one, even me, myself, that I had to like tell that.
Calm down.
Otito. The guy just walked. I was like, all look my US. Right? What was send Bro. A phone of 250,000. Someone is giving me for 190,000 and you were about to pay. That's brilliant. Okay, I think the guy told him that they are doing Black Friday or something. Black Friday in October.
No, Nigerians are very, very good. Even like in my line of business, so like people always look for faster means of doing things,
actually.
or like cheaper means of doing things.
Yes.
It's not bad, but you also have to do your own. Yeah, you need
have to use your common sense.
Yeah, and do your due diligence.
And do your due diligence.
But Nigerians are gullible. Very, very gullible. Very, 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 very gullible. Very, very.
But what would you say is the advice for gullible Nigerians to avoid being scammed?
They should be smart. Or probably, if it's gadget-wise, gadget-related, if they are too gullible, just get someone that you know that is not going to scam you.
Yeah.
That's all. Aside from being a vendor, there's being human to it. Do you get? Like, just patronize someone that you know that, this person, aside from being a vendor, is also a good person. Do you get? So that's how it works.
So you maintain a good relationship with
With my customers? Definitely. I do.
I think that's even like the guy that my gadget guy. So like aside him being my gadget guy, right? I've met him randomly in the club like twice, and like we've become friends. Yeah, so like we banter when I see his WhatsApp status, we banter and everything. And,
Let me give you an example now. This glass now, I just started using it yesterday night. Let me give you an example. So yesterday evening, when I was about to close, I already closed. I was outside already. So he texted me at that time. He said, he needed the glasses. I don't even know him personally, though. But then he's someone that trusts me a lot. So like he has been my best set of customers. I've never seen them before.
Ever.
Like never ever. My best set of customers. So that is the way it has always been for me. But they trust me a lot. So the guy wanted to buy this metal glass. So I told him that, okay, do you know what? He said he wants to see how it looks like. I said, okay, do you know what? Funny how I'm unboxing my own when I get home. I'll send it to you. When I sent this one to him, he was like, this one, you can see my eyes. You get that he wants the one that is dark. I said, okay, fine, that one is available. But do you know what he did this morning? This morning was like, for me to be using this one, that means there must be something there for me to be using it. Do you get? I was even telling him that the black is not bad. But for him, in his head, it was like, for this guy, a gadget vendor, to be using this one. No. Now, waiting myself, I go use be that. And he paid for it. So that's how it works. Sometimes just...
How much is metal glasses?
Depends on the generation you're buying. The type of
there are multiple
lens.
generations.
I think the least generation is Gen 1. That one is like 480, 500, depending on vendor price.
Oh my God, that was really different. But how do you... Another thing I wanted to ask, like, how do you guys follow up with the trends on like... Because I know me, for now, like, I only know about when there's a new iPhone. But how do you know, like, when there's a new Samsung, new other stuff?
Yeah, so...
all those Apple events.
Now, let me explain it to you. That's why I'm always... Now, this part, I'm going to start with... I have people in Ikeja, I'm not going to mention names. They are not actually proud of being vendors, like gadget vendors. One thing about your job is you should be proud of what you are doing. Do you understand? It is what is putting you out there. It is what is putting food on your table. Like, be proud of what you are doing. Do you get? There was a wedding I went to. There's a friend of mine, I will not mention. They asked him, what is your profession? The way he said it's like, the way he said he's selling gadgets, I was so proud of him. Like, the love I had for him that day, it's increased. Because I was like, in this public, this guy, because he's also into what's it called? He's also into real estate. I was even thinking he was going to mention the real estate for the gadget. It was like, he even said it in Yoruba, gadget ni monta. That I was like, this guy, no. You have like the love I had for him, it's increased. So now, one thing about your job is your job. Do you get? Like, make sure you are doing your job. So for me now, the way I do it, I like make sure I'm always updated. Okay, for me, the reason why gadget is easy for me to like embrace is because before I started selling gadget, I used to like, there's this guy called Marcus Brownlee on YouTube. I don't know if you know about him.
MKBHD.
Yes, MKBHD. I've been watching this guy since like 2015.
Are you serious?
Yes, so like regularly, steady. So I've always been a gadget lover. Fisayo Fusudo too. He actually went to the same secondary school. So I've always followed up on videos, on everything. So I used to I always want to know new things that are always outside. So I always want to watch videos. So for me, I think that's the way it works for me. So I'm always wanting to know new things, new gadgets, new everything. So I always know the lineup. I know in September, Apple wants to bring out new things. Before they release these laptops they released recently, I've already checked. I already checked that they have one event in March. I know, okay, by March, Apple is going to release a new laptop. Okay, the ones I have in my office, let me try and sell them fast before the new ones come outside. Or let me try, I would know that, okay, don't let me sell these ones because once those new ones come outside, these ones will be scarce. So you have to calculate.
Yeah.
That's the way it works for me.
How fast do new products come into Nigeria? Especially for Apple.
Okay, for Apple, the thing is, for Apple, they are, okay, for me personally, I buy from America majorly. Like, my major source of where I buy from is America. There are different ways of shipping. There are sometimes I can use a shipper. Like, I have a shipper that will ship for me to Nigeria. So if he is shipping at that time, probably in 1-2 weeks, I should be able to get it. But if you are buying from another source, there's another source I will not mention, you can possibly get in
mention it now.
You can possibly get in 2-3 days. There was a time 17 Pro Max came outside and there was a model that was in the market that time. I didn't want to sell that model of phone that was in market that time because there's another model I prefer selling because I know that once you want to swap in the nearest future, I'll be comfortable selling that region. So the way I do it, if my customers want the phone today, I'll just tell them, okay, pay for the phone, you collect it the next day. So that was where I was doing it then for them until the phone now came into the market very then I started selling it. So that's how it works.
Yeah. Why I asked was because I think when iPhone 16 dropped, I feel in my head, how I explain out is after that Apple event, the next day when I went to Computer Village, I saw it there, so I was a bit surprised. But I mean, it's actually very interesting that we're able to get gadgets that fast in this part of the world.
Yeah, and I think another thing that also has put my mind in terms of buying gadgets and all those things, laptops, is like you said, the major thing is trust. Having trust in your vendor and likes. I've been a victim of scam, and it was AirPods. I think my former AirPods. I realized that I think the first thing was on the body. I think
you mentioned in our chat that you've been scammed of
AirPods before. Yes. So that's why I made cautious effort of my newest one. Okay, buy it from abroad because I do, like you said, AirPod is literally there's a reason why you don't even like to. Yes. AirPod is easy to sell super clones or clones or whatsoever than the original. So that time, I went to Computer Village. I nearly ran mad. And the only funny thing, it was in the context of they nearly did gaslight me.
You went back to the same vendor that's what
Yeah. The funny thing that's not my usual person. My usual person was not around. Omar, it wasn't around. So and then I'm just gaslight, and then coupled with the other people, I said, I'm not stupid now.
Did they collect it back?
Yes, nah, they give my money back.
And they give you money back.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes. But, obviously it took a certain level of, grit. Like, I don't even gonna, I probably not even go there alone. So, I'm obviously, like, I know that there will be people that would have similar stories in that case of, okay, people, vendors that would try to purposely sell clones or super clones and all those things and still find a way to manipulate some of this. Because obviously, like, there are ones that will outrightly scam you and all those kind of things. But it's the ones where they will put in the extra effort, like they will even ready to put in their reputation online. So I always wonder, like, are there vendors that you probably even know that are even like that in computer village that would go through lens to manipulate or gaslight customers into buying, super clones and all those things of products or gadgets?
The question is,
I said, are there vendors, like, do you know of vendors or that would actually go through lens to manipulate or gaslight customers into buying super clones or fake? Because obviously, like, not everybody knows things about gadgets,
So the way it works, I'm just going to, I've said it before that aside from being a vendor, like, you have to, like, patronize someone that you be like, this person could, like, bamila, do you get? So the only reason why a vendor would advise you to buy a clone is if he's selling the clone at the right price and he's telling you that, yes, this thing is a clone, no, just no. Do you get? But me, personally, I'll just tell you that, no, I don't have. I'll not even tell you that I know where they sell it. I'll just tell you that I don't have it.
That's quite interesting, because if you look at it from all the angles of things that happen in computer village or people's perception of computer village. Before I came to computer village, I'm like, computer village is a scam place or this kind of thing. So do you have all those things that do you have those situations where some people?
When I started this business, my dad was like, I should be careful. He's always like that careful. When African parents, especially African Yoruba parents, when they are telling you that, sure, do you get? But now it's not. Whenever he's just praying for me, he's just going to praise. He already knows that my son knows what he's doing. Do you get? So even for you as a vendor, you still have to be careful.
Are you serious?
Yes, even as a vendor, you have to be careful. So just what's it called? But the thing about being a vendor, the reason why a vendor shouldn't be scared is that I'm always telling people that every vendor, they know what they are selling, as long as they know about the product. Do you get? They know what they are selling. So you just, as a vendor, you just have to be careful. Like, just do your assignments very well to avoid issues.
You said something about you respecting your friend for introducing himself as a vendor. So is it that, like, when you say you're a vendor, like, people look at you some type of way?
That's the way it is in Nigeria. When I don't think the whole gadgets vendor thing is, like, well respected, and people are billionaires, not even millionaires, from selling gadgets. But it's not like, when someone is saying, I'm a managing director of so.
Or I'm a tech bro.
Yeah, exactly. Or a tech bro, all this kind of thing. So there are girls that you tell them that you're selling guys, they say, computer village lower.
Yeah, they'll look down on it.
Yeah, exactly. But me, I don't care about it. I sell gadgets. That's what I do.
Yeah.
If you like it, like it. If you don't like it,
they
bye-bye.
You know the money with your bank account.
Bro, that's because I know, like, gadgets, like my gadget guy was talking about, like, I know he has bought like 2 cars from just this store. So I know that, like, vendors make a lot of money. So I'm surprised that.
Let me get join the business. So.
No, that's what I see. Let me just ask, like, if someone wants to start this business, like, how much capital would they need, or how do they start, basically?
Now, the truth about this question is the dynamics is different. I'm always, when someone asks me this question, which someone still did like 2-3 days ago, this business, should I say I started my business at the right time? So let me just consider myself lucky. The way the business is now is, I'll just say it this way. They'll say vendor going to put your customer.
Yeah.
You get, the market is so saturated. The disadvantage of our market is that you can just wake up one day Dami can just wake up one day and say, okay, I want to start Dami Aros Gadgets. Do you get? And nobody's holding him. Nobody's. He just all he has to do is
Keep
no
on
few
posting.
suppliers, keep on posting and keep on getting customers. Do you get? But for people that have money that they are ready to invest wisely.
Wisely.
So that's all I'm just going to say. I don't want to break it down or start giving you my ideas. Not for
I
free.
think even in
But then they should just invest wisely. That's what I was saying.
even in the context of this conversation, I remember earlier, I think one of your answers was even knowing the gadgets to buy in bulk and mistakes you make. So
Exactly.
Like, I feel like it's not as easy to start.
It's not.
It's not as easy
Even
to
if you
start,
have the money, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, there's no business in this country that you would not lose or you not get. Let me give you an example. This is why I say buy wisely. You can buy a gadget for maybe like 400k, and before it lands, they're already selling it in the market for 380k.
So that's the loss already.
Yeah, already.
Damn.
2 weeks shipping, that's
Bro.
2 weeks.
That's it. But I mean, you obviously, when you're selling it to the...
You sell anyhow, you have to sell that price.
Christ.
Damn.
That computer village is not. Gadgets as a whole is not something that is very. It's not easy. You have to use your sense in whatever you are doing. I'm trying to even look for example in my head. I think there was a time I bought some. Was it laptops? Yeah, brand new Apple laptops. By the time they came, the prices were already down by like 200k. I still sold it I sold it at that price, and I used the money to. I sold it when I sold them. I calculated my loss. When I made sure when I was collecting the money from those laptops, I put them in a particular account. That same account I was just doing turnover. When I got all the money I lost on those markets, I sent it back to my company account. I was like, okay, fine. You don't come, you don't go. That's the way about the business. You have to. There's no way you're not losing when you are doing business.
What's one thing people should respect about the hustle, the
Your
gadgets?
hustle.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Trust me. Health-wise, it's not easy. For me, I don't want to talk about my health issues, but it's not easy. You have to stay consistent. It's not easy. The way I'm seated here, if you check my phone, I'm sure I have well over 25 missed calls.
Already.
Yes. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. I have my phone has been buzzing since. So it's not easy.
Before you reply me for WhatsApp, say that time. Right?
You have to text, And one thing about me is if you spend the day with me, I think Khalida has, if you spend the day with me, best believe you will not see me moving my eyes away from my phone.
You're always on...
Yes. So I think one of my health issues, it affected I think last year I had astigmatism.
Ooh.
So I had to get glasses because I was always
on your
pressing.
screen.
So now at the gym, if I'm trying to do bench press, I'm always telling someone to block the lights, because if I don't block the light, by the time I get up, my eyes will be struggling to pick colors.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I have one recently, I'll not mention. I was advised to be sleeping early and having enough rest. So now I've already adjusted my sleeping time back so my health can be okay. It's not easy because aside from customers calling you, there are people in the market that they will call you, how much should I buy this thing? How should I do this thing? All those things. So it works in different ways. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
What's one thing that they customers get wrong?
One thing customers get wrong.
Yeah.
Good price doesn't mean you are buying the best thing.
Real talk.
That's the number one. A good price doesn't mean you are buying the best thing.
Yeah, and even the likelihood of it being cheaper safe.
There's a guy in my gym, a gym trainer. He bought a phone. I had a friend that he wanted to buy a phone from. That my friend, we attend the same gym also, and he's my closest friend. So one of my closest friends. So he asked him for price. He went to buy that phone for 50k less or thereabout. Then he texted me that he wanted to swap that phone. Then I checked the phone when I got to the gym, and that phone is nothing to write about.
Wow.
Just for 50k.
Wow.
So a good price is not. It doesn't mean you are getting the best thing.
I have a friend, but he used the 15 Pro, very recent. Bro, that 2 months, face ID stop the work. See, on that 2 months, face ID stop the work.
There's a lady. Let me tell you a sweet story. Yes, I just remembered. There's a lady recently. A brother referred her to me. A brother bought a laptop from me, which was great for her because that price and that spec he wanted, I was the only one that had it then.
Yeah.
Or should I say, I was the only one he saw that had it then. So he bought from me. Then he referred his sister to me. I gave her price. Do you know the funny thing about that day? Because I was telling my brother the story and he was laughing. I said, the funny thing is, I gave her the direct price of my supplier to her, and she told me that price was still too much. So she went ahead to get the phone from another vendor. You know, the funny thing is, 2 months later, she texted me with her number that she used to text me then. I saw the messages I think I was in the gym then. I saw the messages on my phone, but my phone was far away from me. So I couldn't reply then, but I already saw the notifications. Do you get? When I picked up my phone, she already deleted it. Then she texted me with another number that she wants to swap her phone from 128 gig to 256 gig. Do you get? Of the same phone. And normally I have a rule. I don't do same phone swap. Like, I don't swap phone from like maybe 15 Pro to 15 Pro. No, I don't do it.
It has to be higher or low.
Yes, it has to be higher. Then I just told her immediately. I didn't know it was even her. So I have not connected the dots then. I just told her immediately that I don't do same phone swap. But you know, on WhatsApp, once you delete a message, it will still be there that this person sent you a message, but they deleted the message. I checked the message and I saw that it was this lady. I didn't save the number. I was not like, it was this lady. So she kept on texting me on that new number, texting me. I didn't reply. So her brother called me. I was like, I give my sister your number now. She said she wants to swap her phone. I say, she be not that your sister now. She don't say she won't buy at that time. Now, they say the screen, they work where? The SIM card, they work on top the phone and she won't swap on with me. I don't go swap that kind of phone now. The brother was not like, I've been telling her that time, but she go think, say, I be a wicked person. And I showed him that, bro, for you to know, I even did a mistake with your sister then. I give her like the direct price of my supplier to her and she still didn't buy it from me. The girl came to the office. She bought the phone from me. That's the phone outrightly. And I told her she can't sell that one to the person she bought it from. I'm not buying it.
And she'll definitely sell it for a lower price than she got it.
Yes, it's a loss.
That's a loss.
Do you know the funny thing? Let me tell you what happened. She wanted to buy the same 128 gig again from me. You know, she was saying she wanted to swap. You know, that one is just scope. So apparently she wanted pink too. You know, ladies now. So I didn't have pink of the 120, but I had for the 256. Then I gave her the price. Funny how I did one wicked thing that day, God forgive me. I intentionally gave her one Momo price, thinking she would just go with that. In my mind, sometimes if I don't want to sell, I just give you one price. Like, okay, just go. Almost she still sat down there. So I heard her talking to her brother outside. She was telling her brother that, this price this guy gave me, I know it is high, but I cannot go and buy outside again. Make I no go. Make they no go.
Once beaten.
Make they no go do me one kind of thing again. I was sitting in my house. I was hearing her outside. My friend that came, just said, that girl don't they follow her brother. He said no, if you buy outside. When she go borrow that money buy, and when she night, I was like, sit down. This is the real price. I just pay with you, bro. She now sent the money for the phone. I was just laughing that day.
That's crazy, man. So many stories, man.
So many stories. I can't finish stories on gadget, and what I've seen is not possible.
And I feel like we've learned so much about. Like just buying gadgets and even the behind the scenes of being like a vendor and owning a store, a tech gadget store in Nigeria. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of this episode.
Sir.
But before we go on, we have like a segment to do. We call it How Nigerian Are You? So we'll ask you a couple of questions and then you would respond.
Okay.
Firstly is the little one forever, jollof rice or fried rice?
It used to be fried, but now it's jollof. I delete jollof rice. Fried rice should stay.
Thank you very much.
Fried rice is quick.
It should stay. Yeah, I know. Just open it down. Don't cover it. It
won't
strategy
like that.
That's what.
It won't spoil.
Online orders or walk-in customers.
Please, online orders. I'll have time to take it to do whatever I want to do.
So walk-in customers is
stress. It's stress. I prefer online.
Sharp.
Online, please. Send me the money. Trust me enough to give you the good thing.
So the next one is fast profit or long-term customers. All these customers just come once, buy once. Or long-term customers, yes.
Come on, I'll not lie to you, it's fast profit though. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
I'm not supposed to be telling you why. The reason why is, although I keep customers for long, but let me tell you the truth. Before I started selling gadgets, they were buying from someone else. So one thing I always tell my people working with me, people using my office, I'll tell them that there is no matter how you nurse a customer, if they want to leave, they will leave. That's just the truth.
And you can just want anything that will make
Yes,
them.
if they want to leave you, they will leave you. It's not about this thing. Although for me, for example, I used to tell them, for example, now my best customers, I've not met them before in person. So funny how the people that know you the most are the people that will stress you the most when they want to buy gadgets. So that's the way it works.
That's nice. This one, bargaining customers or customers that don't buy after asking how much. So like, would you rather have somebody negotiating, or somebody that will just say, if you don't want to give them price, they could just work out come out.
Do you know the fun fact about that bargaining customers? The sweet thing about it is that when we were coming here, the person that came with me, he told me that there's this friend of him. He has his own friend that, okay, let me give you an example, a typical example of what happened when we were coming. Someone wanted to buy something from me in the market. So I gave him price of 2.8. He told me that he had seen for 2.7. I just opened the message and I closed it. He texted me again by himself. If you do 2.750, I just wrote it there. 2.8. I can even show you the chart. I just wrote it there.
2.8.
Then he told me that he just left the message like 5 minutes later. I don't send my girl go your office. I was just laughing. So when I was telling him that, see what happened now, it was not like, that's what his friend is saying. That whenever his friend wants to buy something from me, that he's going to tell his friend that you're just stressing yourself. If you price from now, reach next year. You see that price when you don't tell you from
the fixed price.
Now the thing will tell you that. Unless maybe in DRP or maybe something. You know, from that his friend now. There was a time he bought laptop from me. That one, you don't like this now. That boy in particular, he knows that he can't like price me like that. So he just bought that laptop from me. I just told him that I'll tell him that I should remove 100K from it. The next day, I just said, thank you, my boss. I was like, no, don't worry. That's the new price. That's why I give you that price.
Nice.
Nah, that's crazy. So lastly, the last one is, as a Nigerian now, what's your Nigerian hot take? Anything, like, it can be anything about like culture, society, anything.
The country has always cost.
That's well, sorry.
I don't even think it's an hot take. It's something that everybody should know about. The country is cost.
I wanted to ask, sorry, before we go, how has business been for you so far? Like, because I know you mentioned that 2020 and 2021 were your best years in business. So like,
not best years per se. Important years.
Okay.
My best year in selling gadgets should be 2023. I think that's the only year I have gone making profit throughout without any major loss.
Straight.
Yes, that's 2020.
So 2021, 2025, how were they?
2024, I had police issues. 2025, I recorded the biggest loss since I've been selling gadgets last year, October.
Wow. Did anything happen in particular?
Anything. How will I put it? Let's just say I lost a lot of money. Let's just put it that way.
But has the economy affected how people like patronize your business?
Recently, yes. I was still even telling someone 2 days ago. The economy is so bad that people are barely buying things anymore.
Wow.
The majority of people are buying now is just company orders. So it's more like what they need than what they want. Do you get? People want gadgets, but there's no money to buy. Or companies, they know that they need those gadgets.
Yeah, like laptops for their staff and all that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So they always have to buy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Suraj. I've known you on Twitter since actually 2020.
We've been following each other for a very long time.
Very long time.
Very, very long time.
And yeah, maybe I will turn to my vendor now.
No, an idea.
Definitely, I'm even tracking him now, so that.
No.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming. And thank you guys for listening.
My boss.
Thank you guys for listening. You guys want to get your gadget, Suraj Stores, Instagram, Twitter,
I'm
anywhere.
now on TikTok.
Okay.
I'm using TikTok now.
Everywhere the customer is, you go
Actively.
find him.
So even TikTok. So you guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the podcast. Make sure you share the podcast. And make sure you purchase Suraj Stores.
Yes, sir.
See you guys next week, Monday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.